Okay. Right then, ladies. So we'll start off with some activations to warm us up. So you ready? Nice deep breaths. We're going to breathe in.
Come on,
And breathe out. Lovely. So breathe in. And let go. Mabel's counted in. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, sigh all that tension away. Really let go. Lovely. And then continue with that, and if you want to, you can come up onto your toes, so focus your eyes on something in front of you, and then let go again. And again, focus on something, come up onto your toes, and back down. Lovely. And again, up onto your toes, and back down. Lovely. Come up, take the legs wide. We're going to come down into a squat and squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest, and then breathe in and breathe out, warming the quads. So tonight, we're going to be doing the moon sequence, which is really calming, grounding, really good if your hormones are a bit all over the place, if it's full moon. If you're feeling a bit scatty, a bit stressed, it's a really lovely calming sequence. I think we all need a bit of that at the minute, especially today. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in and out. Lovely. And then walk your feet in to the hip width. We're just going to open the hips. So nice big circle. This is very weird because I'm moving my left leg, but it's the opposite on the camera. I'm not used to this. And then the other way. So we're all learning lots of technical things out there while we're off. And again. Four and four on the other leg. Opening that hip. 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. And then the pelvis. So hands on hips and do big circles. Take them as big as you can. Slow it down. And then the other way, reverse. Nice big circles, warming that back up. Lovely. And then walk the feet in again. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. And we're going to come down into a forward fold. So hinge from the hips. As you get to here, soften the knees. Bring the backs of the hands together. Relax the head and neck. And slowly roll up. We'll just do a few sun salutations to warm up. Opening up and hinging from the hips again. Soften your knees when you get down. Relax the head and neck. Backs of hands together. And roll up. Lovely. And down. So let's bring the breath in. We breathe in as we come up. And we breathe out as we go down. Really let go. As you lean back, squeeze your bottom slightly and soften your knees. So open up, squeeze the bottom, soften the knees as you lean back. And then hinge down. And as you roll up, engage your core. When I say engage your core, I mean draw your pelvic floor up and draw your lower tummy in. I have to feel like I'm sucking my cheeks in when I do that. Lovely. And then bring your hands down to namaste, and thumbs to sternum, and elbows out. Lovely. And then bring the hands down by your sides. Okay, so let's find your Tadasana and do some of that lovely vertical alignment breaths. The vertical alignment breath is really grounding, it's really calming, so if you can do this every day, even if you just do it for 5 minutes, and particularly in the garden, I've been going out in the garden every day, and it's just really calming. So find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So to find hip width, turn your foot in, and then swivel on the ball of your foot, and that's roughly hip width. Soften your knees, pull your pelvic floor up, and draw your lower tummy in as if you're drawing your belly button away from your clothes. And then let's park that pelvis. So I'll turn to the side to show you. If you took your pelvis in, Stick your bum out again and tuck it in. And then find that midpoint. So the tailbone's tucked under. We've got no bum sticking out. Lovely. And then we're going to lift the sternum. So imagine you're lifting the rib cage out of the pelvis. So slightly lift the sternum and then breathe in as you bring the shoulders up and breathe out as you relax. So breathe in and out. And one more time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, really relax those shoulders down by your sides. Just let them settle down. And then tuck the chin in slightly, lengthening the back of the neck. And then if you want to, shut your eyes or focus your eyes softly on something in front of you. And imagine a beautiful golden rope lifting the crown of your head up towards the sky. So you're growing tall, your spine's lengthening. But at the same time, imagine roots growing deep into the earth, giving you stability and giving you support. And imagine those roots growing really wide and really deep. So you feel supported in your Tadasana, you feel strong, you can feel your feet on the earth. And I just want you to shut your eyes if you feel happy with your eyes shut, and just imagine a beautiful golden light, the energy of the earth travelling up those roots, and breathe that light all the way up the legs. Imagine you're breathing that beautiful golden light all the way up your legs to your heart. And then breathe that light out through the crown of the head and up out into the sky. So we're connecting the heaven with the earth. And then we're going to alternate. So we'll breathe that beautiful golden light through the crown of the head, down to the heart, and then breathe it out down the legs and back down into the earth, into those roots. And alternate that breath. And visualize that beautiful warm glow spreading up the legs as you breathe into the heart. And then breathe that light through the crown of the head and into the sky. And imagine that golden light is like honey. Imagine it as immunity, as strength, vitality, energy. And as you breathe it into that heart center each time, imagine the heart as a cup, and as it spills over that cup, it starts to spread all the way down into the body, into the fingers, the toes, into every cell. Filling our body with that immunity, that light, that energy, that vitality that we need at the minute. And then just take your awareness down to your rib cage, to your lower abdomen and your rib cage. And as you breathe in through the nose, feel the rib cage expanding outwards, north, south, east, west. And as you okay, right. So, sorry about that, ladies. So let's go back to that breath. Let's shut our eyes and go back to the breath. And as you breathe out, imagine that rib cage expanding, and as you breathe out, relaxing down. So you breathe in, it's expanding out, and as you breathe out, it relaxes down. So your eyes are shut and just feel the breath slowing. And your thoughts slowing down. And then just gently open your eyes. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, bring the hands up to Namaste, and slowly bring them down to the ribs, to the sternum, sorry. Thumbs in the sternum and elbows out. And just stand there just for a few seconds, take a few deep breaths. And then you're going to soften your knees. You're going to breathe in, and you're going to bring your hands down, the right hand under the belly button, and you're going to breathe in as you extend, soften the knees, and breathe out as you go over to the side. Lovely. And then breathe in as you extend, and breathe out as you swap hands. And again, breathe in as you lengthen, and breathe out as you go over. Lovely. And again, breathe in and breathe out as you swap hands. One more time each side. Breathe in as you lengthen, and breathe out as you go up. Feeling that lovely stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, lengthening as you breathe in, soften the knees, and breathe out. Lovely. Breathing in, bring the hands down as you breathe out. Breathe in as you lengthen and turn the palms to face you, and breathe out as the hands come down. And again, breathe in and lengthen, and breathe out and soften the knees. And again, breathe in and lengthen. Now, if you want to, you can come up onto your toes, and breathe out and soften the knees again. Breathing in and lengthen, and breathing out and soften the knees. Lovely. And then you're going to soften the knees and breathe in as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then breathe out, a big sigh. Breathe in and sigh any tension away. This time we're going to flick any tension away. Flick it away. Any worries, any cares, any stress. Flick it away. And again, one more time. Lovely. And then soften the hands and breathe in as you bring them up to shoulder height. Turn the palms, and then we're going to just bring the hands in. So we soften the knees, and then we extend the shoulders. We roll the shoulders forwards, and we roll them back. So we're opening the thoracic spine, and then we're opening the chest. And we're getting a lovely spinal wave as we do this. So for all of you that have been sat down working from home, this is such a lovely move to do. Just get up and do a few of these every now and again. Lovely. And then you're going to look to the right hand, turn the left down, and you're going to turn the hand round like your Egyptian move. So the hand comes in the elbow, the shoulder, and then we reverse the other hand. Like you're squeezing all the tension out of those big muscles in the top of your shoulders, like a big dishcloth. Lovely. And then slowly bring the hands down. Breathe in as you bring the hands up and bring them onto your shoulders. Big shoulder circles. Imagine you've got a pencil on the end of your elbow and you're drawing a big circle. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Opening the chest and opening the thoracic spine. Lovely. And then reverse. Breathe in and out. In and out. And then reverse one more time. Lovely. And then just give the arms a little shake. We're going to go to the neck. So tuck the chin in. And then you're going to stick the neck out like a chicken. Drop it down onto your chest. Soften the knees. And then tuck the chin in and roll up. Trying to keep the chin tucked in. That's lovely. And then out again. Soften the knees. Tuck the chin in and roll up. And down. Lovely. And then you're going to turn to the right. And then the left. And then back to the middle. Drop your head down to the side. Shut your eyes, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, allow that shoulder to drop down so you feel that lovely stretch. And just do a few breaths there. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow that shoulder to drop down. And then imagine that rope lifting and lengthening and drop it down the other way. Shut your eyes, breathe in through the nose. As you breathe out, allow that shoulder to drop down. Feeling that lovely stretch in the big upper trapezius muscle. Breathe in. Breathe out and allow it to drop down. Lovely. And then lengthen the neck as you bring it back up again. Now take your feet a little bit further apart, about shoulder width. And you're going to bring your hands in front of you. And you're going to just turn your foot and you're going to twist around. And then back forward again, lovely. And then the other way, so that arm comes round, you take that back heel off the floor, the hand comes round to the collarbone and you twist. And back round. And again, twist. This time, that hand comes to the small of the back as you twist round. And back to the front, lovely. Now take your hands. I'm sorry, I'm just going to take the phone off because it's ringing. So hands come to the small of the back, squeeze the bottom, lean back slightly, hinge from the hips. Sorry. And come down into forward fold. And then slide the hands up the front of the body. Bend the knees, squeeze the bottom, lean back. Keep looking forwards, don't strain your neck. Hinge from the hips. Bend the knees, take your body down. Hands come down to the front of the legs and slowly roll up. Squeeze the bum, bend the knees, keep looking forwards. Hinge from the hips, bend the knees, coming down and slowly roll up. It's a lovely spinal wave. So good for your back. Lovely. And then as you come down, take your legs wide and just relax there. Relax your head, relax your neck. Really let them go wobbly. And then you're just going to turn your foot and you're going to walk your hands to the outside of that foot. And you can have your knees slightly bent or straight. And you're just going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to draw your chest towards that knee, towards that thigh, the chest to the thigh. So you're getting a lovely stretch in your hamstring. So do a few breaths there. Breathe in, breathe out, draw your chest to your thigh. Lovely. And then walk around and go to the other leg. Hands either side, breathe in, relax the head and neck, and breathe out. Lovely. And then walk your hands to the middle again. Take your legs a little bit wider. Place your hand in between your legs. And the other hand's going to slowly slide up that arm, and you're going to unfold it like a wing and look up towards it. And then slowly down again. And then the other way. Breathe in as you extend up. And breathe out as you go the other way. This is called the heaven and earth stretch. Such a lovely stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. One more time at each side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely. And just relax there. Let the head and neck relax. Let gravity take the weight of your head, your shoulders. Let all that tension go. Do a few breaths here. And really sigh that tension away. Lovely. And place your hands on the floor, walk your feet until they are hip width apart, so you can check with two fists. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to come down into a squat. And then you're going to bring your hands up, so this is good balance. And then the hands come down to the floor and we come down into a forward fold again. And then again, squat down, lift your chest. We breathe in as the hands come up. And we breathe out as we go into our forward fold. Breathing in as the hand comes up. And breathing out as we come into our forward fold. And then bend the knees, tuck the chin in, engage your core, and slowly, slowly roll up. Soften the knees, take a nice deep breath in. Hands to namaste and slowly down. Lovely, and then hands down by your sides. Lovely, let's go into the moon sequence. If you want to turn your mats lengthways, And just come down into a forward fold. So slowly come down towards your mat and come down into kneeling. I want you to come down into high kneeling. So you want to be more towards the back of your mat and bring your hands into Namaste. Lovely. And then we're going to bring the right leg forwards. Now, if you're not comfy in this position, you can take that leg a little bit wider for stability. And I just want you to turn your hands down and then take them out. And then breathe in as you bring them out to the sides. And breathe out as you turn your palms up. Now I just want you to imagine, you can shut your eyes if you want, you're holding the weight of the moon in your hands. And visualise a beautiful full moon in the sky. You're going to breathe in again as you bring your hands up. Breathe out as you take them down. And breathe in as you bring them out again. And breathe out. Now this time we're going to come down. So we're going to bring this hand to the outside of the front foot. And the other hand comes up. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can bring that hand onto that thigh and look up. So you can either have the forearm on the side or take the hand down so you've got a bigger twist in the back. And look up towards that hand and just breathe normally within that lovely rotation. And if you want to, you can visualise the moon in the sky above you and imagine that gorgeous, cool, calming light from the moon coming down the arm, entering the whole body, filling the body with that calming energy. And then breathe in as you come up and breathe out as you go down the other way. Again, looking up to that arm, looking up, imagining the moon in the sky and that calm, cooling light coming down the arm, filling the body with that calming energy. And then breathe in as you come up. Breathe in as the arms come up, bring them down as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out as you bring them back to Namaste. Bring that leg back. Now this time we're going to come down onto the floor into an inverted plank. So come forward slowly and slowly bring yourself down towards the floor, lovely. And then come down onto your mats, onto your tummies with your forehead on the floor and take your legs as wide as you can and your arms come above you and turn your head to one side into crocodile. So I'm going to come up and just talk while you are in that position. I just want you to breathe. Just be aware of your lower belly rising into the earth as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just sigh any tension away. Let everything relax. Let your head relax, your shoulders, your arms. Then work your way down towards the tummy, the hips, the pelvis. With every out breath, just let everything go. Let the legs become heavy, the feet, the ankles. Just really imagine yourself breathing as you breathe in a beautiful, nurturing energy from the earth. And as you breathe out, just sigh any tension away, any worries, any cares. Imagine you breathing them out into the earth. Let the earth absorb them all. Let the earth carry them away for you. Lovely. And then slowly bring your legs back in together, and you're going to take your hands so that your thumbs are either side of your eyes and your forearms are tucked in. And then slowly start to lift your head off the floor, your chest, and bring your elbows forward a little bit so they're directly under your shoulders into your sphinx. And just tuck your chin in slightly and lengthen the back of the neck. And breathe. Just breathe naturally. And then we're just going to gently turn the head around one way. And then back to the middle. And then twist it the other way. And then back to the middle. Lovely. Then we're going to push through the hands up. Take the elbows out and slowly come back down to the floor. Take the hands under the shoulders. Then come up onto all fours and then rock back into your lovely child pose. So your forehead can be either on the floor or it can be on your forearms. or it can be on a yoga block if you've got one. But just allow your arms to stretch out, or you can be back by your side. But just stay in that child pose for a few breaths. And the child pose, again, is very calming and grounding. If you're feeling stressed, worried, get into the child pose. And obviously really good for your back as well, to get back pain. So just breathe again. Let your tension go as you breathe out. Lovely. And then take the hands under the shoulders, tuck the chin in, and start to slowly roll up. And then come back into high kneeling. Take a nice deep breath in as you bring your hands up to Namaste, and slowly down. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So we'll bring the other leg forwards. We breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in and we breathe out. Imagine we're holding the moon in the hands. Breathe in as you bring your hands up, and out as you bring them down. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, we bring this hand to the outside of that foot, or bring it onto the side, whatever's comfy for you. And we look up to the other hand, imagine the moon in the sky. And as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing that calming energy from the moon all the way into the body, all the way down into the feet, the toes. Feel that lovely rotation in your back. And then breathe in as you come up, and breathe out as you go down the other way. Looking up again to that hand, breathing that beautiful calming energy from the moon all the way down into the body, down into the toes. Again, feeling that lovely rotation in the back. And then breathe in as you come up, and breathe out as you relax the hands. Breathe in as you bring the hands up, and out as you bring them down. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Now bring that leg back in. And I just want you to come into low kneeling if you can. I want you to shut your eyes and just imagine that you're kneeling on some decking in the front of a beautiful lake. And it's night time. And the lake is really calm. It's like a mirror, and you can see the full moon above the lake, and you can see its reflection in the lake. And see its reflection just gently lapping, and you can hear the water lapping on the edge, the decking, and you can hear the birds tweeting, you can hear the night owl, the breeze in the trees. And just imagine that beautiful lake and that beautiful white calming energy reflecting from the moon into the lake. And just sit there, enjoying the peace, the stillness. And then slowly open your eyes, lovely. Now if you'd like to get yourselves ready for relaxation, so get yourselves laid out with your pillows, your blankets, because you'll be surprised how quickly temperature drops. And get yourself into what we call our savasana, our corpse pose. So you want to be laid out, I'll show you. You want to be laid out with your legs rolled out slightly apart, hands slightly away from your body with the palms facing up. And just get yourselves comfy. You might need to put a bolster or a cushion under your knees, or you could put your chairs, your legs up on a chair or a stool just to support the lower back a bit more. So I'm just going to talk you through your relaxation. So shut your eyes and just let your body really relax. And let's focus on the breath. So shut your eyes and breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out, just sigh any tension away and let your body sink down deeper and deeper into your mat or your blanket. Breathing in through the nose to filter all that oxygen, and out through the mouth or the nose, whatever feels comfortable for you. But just focus on your lower belly, your abdomen, and as you breathe in, feel the belly rise. And as you breathe out, feel it lower. Feeling the fall of the abdomen on the in-breath and the lowering on the out-breath. And feeling on each out-breath the whole body becoming more relaxed. Allowing the head to sink down, the shoulders, the arms becoming heavier, the trunk, hips, the pelvis and the legs. And let's do a couple of deep yogic breaths, using the whole of the lung from the bottom to the top. So as we breathe in, focus on your lower abdomen first. So as you breathe in, you feel your lower abdomen rise. And as you breathe out, you feel it lower. And then take your awareness to your lower rib cage. And as you breathe in, feel the lower rib cage expanding outwards. And as you breathe out, feel the rib cage relaxing down again. And next time as you breathe in, take your awareness to your chest. As you breathe in, feel the chest lift. As you breathe out, feel it lower. And next time as you breathe in, feel the collarbone lift. And as you breathe out, feel it lower. Now put all that together on one in-breath. So as you breathe in, first feel the abdomen rise, then the rib cage expand, then the chest lift, and then the collarbone. As you breathe out, feel the whole of the rib cage relax and sink down. And then again, breathing in through the nose, feel the abdomen rise first, the rib cage expand, the chest lift, then the collarbone. And as you breathe out, feel the whole of the trunk relax down. And then take your awareness down to your heels. And as you breathe in, push your heels down into the mat as much as you can and feel all the muscles in the legs contract. And then as you breathe out, relax the legs again. Now take your awareness to the back of the knees and push the back of the knees as you breathe in down towards the floor, feeling the quads contract as tightly as you can. And as you breathe out, relax and let them go. Now take your awareness higher up into the buttocks. And as you breathe in, squeeze the buttocks as tightly as you can. And as you breathe out, relax and let them soften and sink into the mat. And then take your awareness to the small of the back. As you breathe in, push the small of the back down into the floor, feeling that calf flatten and the tummy contract. As you breathe out, relax the back again, allowing that natural curve to return. Then take your awareness higher up into the rib cage, and as you breathe in, expanding the rib cage, feeling the ribs opening to allow the oxygen in, and as you breathe out, allow the rib cage to sink down. Next time as you breathe in, squeeze the shoulders together, the shoulder blades, feel the chest rise. As you breathe out, allow the shoulder blades to open and the upper back to sink down. And take your awareness to your hands and squeeze your hands as tightly as you can. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let them go. Now breathe in through the nose. As you breathe in, push the backs of the arms down. Feel the whole of the muscles contracting in the arms, and as you breathe out, allow them to go floppy. Take your awareness to your shoulders, and as you breathe in, lift your shoulders as high as you can towards your ears. And as you breathe out, just let them drop down. Sigh all that tension away from those big muscles. Take your awareness to your chin and tuck your chin slightly, lengthening the back of the neck with that lovely stretch. And breathe out and relax. Now screw your nose up, clench your jaw, squeeze your eyes shut, make a funny face. And then let it go. And lift your eyebrows as high as they'll go, lifting all the tension out of your forehead. And then just let them drop down again. And then just take a nice deep breath in and scan the whole of the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. And as you breathe out, if you're holding onto any tension, just sigh it away, let it go. Now just take your awareness to your toes and imagine a beautiful golden light hovering over your toes. And as you breathe in, breathe that beautiful light all the way up the legs, all the way up to the pelvis, filling the legs with that lovely, nurturing energy. And as you breathe them down the legs again and out the toes, feel the legs really relax. And feel that lovely golden light hovering over the tailbone as you breathe in. Draw that light all the way up the spine, all the way to the base of the neck. And feel it spreading out across the back. And then breathe it down the spine and out the tailbone again. And feel it hovering over the belly button. And breathe that golden light in through the belly button, into the tummy and the lower back. Warming, nurturing, filling it with immunity, vitality. And then breathe it out the belly button as the back sinks down again. And feel that golden light hovering over the heart. And as you breathe in, draw that light into the heart, the chest, the upper back, filling the lungs, the chest with that immunity, that warmth. And then breathe it out of the heart as the upper back sinks down again. And feel that light hovering over the fingers. As you breathe in, breathe that light all the way up the arms to the shoulders, filling the arms with that vitality, that energy, that immunity. And then breathe it down the arms and out the fingers. And then finally, feel that light hovering over the crown of the head. And as you breathe in, draw that light in through the crown of the head, into the face, the back of the neck, the throat. And then breathe it out through the crown of the head. And then just rest the eyes shut in that peace, that stillness, as if you've been bathed in that beautiful honey, golden-like energy, that warmth for a couple of minutes with nothing to do and nothing to think about. And just affirm to yourselves, I'm strong, I'm healthy, I have fantastic immunity, I'm at peace. And slowly imagine a golden, like a yellowy light, like the sun hovering over the head. And just imagine that orange warm light travelling through the crown of the head and coming down all the way into the body, trickling down into the trunk, the arms, the fingers, down into the pelvis, the legs, the toes. Start to just take some deep breaths, listen to the sounds in the room, and feel that energy start to warm and start to move. Wriggle your fingers, your toes, your arms, your legs. Yawn, stretch, take a deep breath. Hook your knees into your chest if you need to, roll them side to side. And then when you're ready, just hook your knees up and roll over onto your right side if you can. If you're more comfortable on the other, don't worry. And just tuck your chin down and just shut your eyes and just enjoy the last few seconds of relaxation. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, slowly push yourselves up into sitting. So start to rub your hands together, get your hands warm, and then place them over your eyes. Just massage your eyebrows, your forehead, your ears, keep your eyes shut, pull on your earlobes just to bring you round. Place your hands over your eyes and open your eyes into that lovely darkness. And then just start to slowly slide your fingers down, open your fingers and allow the light back in gradually. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And again in and out. And again in. Hands to namaste and slowly down. And namaste, ladies. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to